he did this weird thing with his finger on the top of my head.
Why, you stuck-up, half-witted, scruffy-looking nerve herder.
Who's scruffy looking?
You might wanna buckle up, baby.
I just assumed it's a Wookiee.
It's me.
Everything you heard about me is true.
If you come with us, you're in this life for good.
Greetings, my friends. Welcome to the Scruffy Lookin Podcasters, episode number 271, episode number 37 in the new era. Or if you're hearing it first, you're hearing it last. We're glad we're hanging with us as our conversations today are going to be traveling from Yavin to Coruscant, not only in canon timeline, but in the expanded universe Legends timeline as well. Just you wait. This is we're going to be riding hard and dirty this week. My name is Jimmy Dice, hailing with me from the great state of Maine on this beautiful, holding that sun in, doing the sun dance, keeping this weather here as best we can on this May the 18th, 2025. With me here, Mr. Ed Bossard, coming back from traveling all across New England. How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, dude. Just came back from
New Hampshire?
a wedding in New Hampshire, Jackson.
Oh,
New Hampshire.
Sure.
Little place called Eagle's House, something. Eagle Mountain House. That's it.
Did you have a little Eagle Rare while you were there?
Yeah, no, I wish.
Sure.
I did have ethanol though, that's for sure. Recovering a little bit from that.
Sure.
But yeah, I'm excited. I'm back. Been a week off. Heard you guys had a good one last week. I listened to 80% of it.
So you pulled a Chapman. Good. I mean, Christ, I think last week's episode was longer than the entire third arc. I ain't gonna lie. But...
Yeah, it was pretty long. I'll get around to it.
Yeah,
But,
you will.
yeah. Let's just calibrate our enthusiasm and move forward.
Indeed, calibrate our enthusiasm. Speaking of calibrating their enthusiasm, Mr. Christopher Hall, Lord of Sandwiches over there. How are you, dude?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. I've not been rate well this week, but I'm feeling better. Good to see you again, Ed. Missed you last week.
Always good to be here.
Yeah, I'm for the time being riding solo over here in the UK. Hopefully, we're going to get an appearance by my old mucker later on.
We'll see if Mr. Kev Garbe decides to grace us with his royal presence on his way back from a stunning victory. But we'll let him talk about that. A fresh win. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully we can get him on here. But also joining us today, returning special guest. You heard from him last week, host of the podcast, Just Shillin' and Just Craftin', Mr. Shawn Hoffman. Thanks for hopping back in here, pal.
Thanks for having me again so soon as well. Ed, it's good to see you in the flesh.
Well, I sense we've picked up another pathetic life form.
Perfect timing. Love it.
I love you, Shawn.
That sounds about right. That sounds about right. That's fantastic. Well, good to have you back here, man. I mean, we're talking about whole kinds of things because not only we get Star Wars to talk about this week, but also we got some people that are traveling to the great state of Maine within the next week to 2 weeks. And whole lots of things been going on. So to avoid us from going from another 3-hour-long episode, here we are and here we go. Shawn, why don't you take the place of Kev, starting us off with your week in Star Wars, week in your life. What's going on? Just what's your feeling today?
Oh,
local sports results, mate. Local sports results, go.
Local sports results. I'm pretty sure the Tahoe Lake Monsters, which is our local hockey team, I'm pretty sure they're doing well and headed towards the playoffs, but I could be wrong, so nobody fact check me on that. They're pretty cool. They had a Star Wars night not too long ago where they had Star Wars jerseys and stuff. That was pretty sick. But anyways, it's gonna be a hard and fast one. Man, it's been a quick week. Basically, just Andor finale. I've had some family visit. They're currently out kayaking with Madison in some clear bottom kayaks while I'm here holding down the fort.
Ooh, clear bottom.
Man,
I like
clear
it.
bottom. Yeah, it's good
Our
stuff.
bottom.
Hey. But other than that, man, just with them around, we've been eating at all the good places, going to the wine bar, going to the outdoor pizza oven place with the beer wall. And so I have been eating terribly. So
excellent.
So I'm prepping for the weeks to come. So I'm good to go.
Oh, dude.
We fucked him.
To eat more terribly.
Yeah, making space.
Yeah, just get ripen you guys up. It's gonna be a Hansel and Gretel situation. Y'all are gonna come over and just never come back.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And that's the other thing I've been doing has been prepping. I've been, getting the bags ready. I posted about some stuff I picked up at Costco, and there were some requests, so I made sure to load those into the bags as well.
I mean, we do have a Costco here if you need a Costco.
I'm sure Madison will make me go, even though
Jimmy's
we've been to that one, but we'll probably go back because Madison loves herself a Costco.
Oh, that's right, because you guys did. I forgot you did visit last year. It was this time, wasn't it? This time last year, was it Memorial Day or was it middle of summer?
I think it was in the middle of summer because it was hot. It was hot for my standards.
Yeah, that's true. In May tends to be way on the chillier side here. I mean, I'm looking at brilliant sun right here, but directly behind my line of trees, the sky is black, like black.
All right,
ominous.
Yeah, we are threading the needle here. I mean, also, speaking of shit you got here, I got this box here from you, Shawn.
Yes, Madison is so comfortable with visiting my friends that she ships boxes to their houses.
Yeah, contraband. Boxes of contraband.
This is the next level of friendship.
It's great. It's fucking great.
That's it for me, man. That's all. That's my week. I'll keep it hard and fast.
Yeah, we got 2 hours and 40 minutes to go for Andor. So yeah, well, Ed, why don't you let us know what's been going on?
I'll keep it
under
fast
30.
and flaccid.
I'm gonna start the timer.
Just a couple things. Last week I missed the pod. Sadly, it was a really good one. Because I was playing in a concert for my symphony that I'm in, and it was really fun. It was a pop style concert, so more popular type stuff, and we played some Hungarian dances, some by Brahms, and some Slavonic dances by Dvorak, and a little rhapsody at the end that got crazy, but it was fun, really fast.
Play any Tool, mate?
No Tool. Sadly, waiting for that to pop
time.
up on the program coming up.
Next time, bro. I'll be down for that.
So now we're gearing up for the next concert, which is the July 4th one, and we'll see what kind of medleys we play from movies and stuff. Wicked was being thrown around. I'm not sure we're gonna do that. Maybe Lion King. We'll see.
Ooh.
We'll see.
Got some John Williams in there, mate. Got some Indiana Jones on.
Dude, I was because after the concert, I go and have drinks with some of the orchestra people and the conductor's like, I mean, John Williams' music is awesome, but I hate conducting it because it's so difficult. It's like a pain in the ass. But it's all really good when it comes out. Well,
yeah.
That's just like the opinion of a lot of the musical artists in it. Like especially like violinists, John Williams' music is tough. It's like you don't play melody, you're in the background, you're just fucking playing a billion notes.
This is new to me. Is there drama in the orchestra scene when it comes to John Williams? And
I don't know. I think because I have friends in the Bangor Symphony and none of them played in the A New Hope live concert because they were conveniently in another symphony concert. And I'm like, I wonder if they wanted to not be in it.
I feel like it would be really cool. I mean, you should try to sneak your way into one of those.
I know,
right? I would love to do that because,
dude, I was told because I didn't bring this up when I talked about it on the pod, but a lot of the musicians wear an earpiece.
Yeah.
And in the earpiece, they have the tempo going of what you need to be in, when they so you know when to come in exactly with the movie that's going on the screen
Yeah.
above them.
I believe that.
And I thought that was really cool because I thought it was like maybe like to prevent the sound coming on the right side of their head, or like because the movie's fucking blaring out towards the audience
Right.
and they don't
Good.
want it.
Cancel out background. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, it's actually like a metronome kind of thing, and it keeps you together with everybody and the movie.
Well, I mean, this isn't. I mean, this and like say because I saw the same thing for Portland Symphony Orchestra. It's different in that you have to be exactly on time, like you said. There is no interpretation. There is no freedom of expression. You
You two would be fucked then, wouldn't you?
Oh,
Never turn up on time for this shit.
Nope.
That's right.
Nope. There's no like, oh, we're gonna hold this an extra half a beat here just for expression and emotion. It's like, no, you got to move on to the next one and go on to the next one, and that is a whole nother like separate set of like pressure.
Yeah, and the conductor is this huge. I don't know if yours did, but he had a huge
monitor
screen in front of him.
Yeah.
And it had a green line going across, following the music on the bottom, and then the movie going up top.
Big time.
It was really cool. If you could see it, it looked really cool.
Yeah, I think that technology is pretty much the same. I think they use that for like all the.
Yeah,
so we saw it's similar to we saw Lord of the Rings too.
I was wondering, do they do that for Star Trek, like the old movies?
I haven't.
I would love to see that.
I mean, dude, motion picture. Are you kidding me?
Would love. Fucking A.
I haven't seen it. I usually keep my eye out for that stuff. I mean, the only people in our state doing it is BSO and PSO. So if they ain't advertising it, they're not doing it. I mean,
I wonder if they even do it at all. Like, I'm just wondering. Like, I don't even know. But anyway,
probably wouldn't make it up to where we are. That'd probably be more like a New York or LA or Chicago, Boston thing. If they do it, they'll do it there, not up here.
Yeah.
But I feel like they make their money about traveling on the road. I don't know. Speculation. I would love to play in a thing like that though, because that's more pit orchestra, right? Because you got that. You got that recent experience with playing for musicals and stuff. Like you got to be 100% on time because the person singing on stage ain't looking at you. You're looking at them.
Yeah, you're on the conductor. You got to be fully paying attention. It's like playing a video game and just being fucking on, like adrenalized the entire time.
Oh my God, I had that moment today. I'll get to that later.
Anyway, one last thing, a little minor, small thing. I kind of finished painting a Rancor. Okay, who's next?
All right. Oh shit!
I'm a Warhammer guy now.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Wait a minute. You did this
On your own!
Are you kidding me? Wow. Amazing.
Yeah, I painted this Rancor. I'm wondering now if I made it too dark. It looks cool though. I don't know. Like Rancors are different colors, right? There's just brown, but different kinds of brown.
Well, wasn't there like a purple one in one of the video games? Jedi, not Jedi Survivor, but Jedi Outcast, the first one.
Yeah. There's different. Yeah, but is that canon?
Just make a diorama and put like a spotlight on him.
Yeah.
That count?
I don't know. It's properly highlighted and shit. I can't even.
Yeah, for this non-visual medium, Ed's holding up to his camera, but you're not in proper light for that, dude. You know what?
It's very backlit.
We're all going to see that together next Wednesday night.
Yes, you can judge it then.
Big time.
Well, I will.
Just don't get drool on it. It's already got enough drool.
Mate, what about other liquids, mate? We get. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think you got to worry about liquids. More like that 5-finger discount, you know?
Oh,
and
shit.
Gone. She gone. You bet. I'm taking inventory of every goddamn thing in my room, though I know ain't nobody going to steal a book, you know? I don't have to worry about that.
Unless it's me, maybe. But that'd be... No, I don't have time to read. I would not take a book.
Dude,
Hey, you ain't got to worry about me stealing any books. Let's be honest.
Oh, that's the thing, right? All the shit I got here, and it's like, nah, they don't want any of this shit anyways. It's great.
I'll take that blue guy, mate. Take that.
Hey, whoa.
He's a Thrawn guy now. You know that, right?
And he is indeed. Keep your hands away from my man.
Otherwise, that concludes everything I have to paint for the game Imperial Assault. So all the miniatures I have for it are now painted, not to perfection, but they are painted until the next expansion I decide to buy and waste all my time on painting shit. Although, I have a lot of stuff I should just,
1, 2, 3, 4.
the piles of, what is it? Piles of gray or whatever. Shame.
Piles of shame.
Piles of shame. Yeah. I have a couple Bandais, a Millennium Falcon, and a Stormtrooper, and a TIE Fighter, and then a huge Warhammer thing that I bought in the UK.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, you
I
did.
guess something else
Primark.
for you too, Ed, if you don't mind.
Yeah, bring it on, man.
It's an 18-inch tall Tro from my Myth 2 game.
Ooh.
I'll get to that.
Yeah, I'll do it. That sounds, I don't even know what that is, but it sounds cool.
It's like a giant monster
Demon?
made out of stone. I'm getting it 3D
cool.
printed right
That
now.
sounds easy, actually.
Dry
Yeah,
brush.
it's not that bad.
Dry
It's not that bad.
brush.
Boom.
Yeah.
All right,
Acid
just
wash.
crafting. Started now. You know what I do
Acid
with that?
wash.
Start black
Dry
and
brush.
go gray over it. Then dry brush some shit on. Yeah.
Airbrush, airbrush, airbrush.
NFL highlight.
Ed, you should buy a 3D printer.
Yeah. Some people say that, especially on this other pod I'm on. Oh, it's you
Ed,
guys.
I got a 3D printer right here. If you want to help me set it up, I'll print whatever the hell you want.
Do you have one?
Yeah.
Oh, well, Jimmy's got one. That's all I need.
There's a part broken on it. I got to figure it out. My buddy Crosby gave it to me. I got to work out what I got here.
Yeah, and pay for the resins with the expensive part, right? So you got to pay for that shit.
I'm just trying to find a space. I ain't got no space for it right now,
Okay. That's it.
All right.
I'm gonna watch Andor, right? Oh, my girls watched The Force Awakens. So they're moving on. So we watched all the original, then we watched all the prequels, and then we sat down and watched The Force Awakens. And they weren't like head over heels over it. They did notice how it's similar to A New Hope.
To what? In the fact that it's better, yeah, than the New Hope, yeah. Well, they're not getting any candy next week.
But they
Give
did
them my
like it
kids.
enough where they are interested in now watching the next one. So like they're into Rey, they like Rey, all that.
See, when Ed's kids don't need the candy. You funnel it all to Jimmy. I mean, my kids.
Okay.
I mean, Jimmy. I mean, myself.
Yeah, Last Jedi's next, and we'll go from there.
Then stop, yeah.
And stop.
And scene.
And scene.
And
melt. Continuing on that, just real quick. Well, let me talk about this Myth 2. This is the game I've been playing, a real-time strategy game, fucking 30-year-old game. We had our first elimination round just before podcast. 5 rounds. We got fucking smoked. 0-5. Oh, absolutely stomped. Just crushed. And all morale is gone. But we had a really great time. It was great. We were paired up. So I've had this game since 98, 99. I played it a lot back then. I played it intermittently when people were like hosting third-party servers when Bungie wasn't doing it anymore. So it's been mostly like just this passionate players that keep the game going. But these guys we played against today, they never stopped playing the game. So we had 8 people on our team, 8 people on their team, 16-player match. There's several hundred units, not 100 units. It's like maybe like 50 units on the table. And these guys just absolutely smoked us. We held them back a little bit. Jimmy had some good moves. Jimmy made some big tactical errors and mistakes. But the item that I want to have you printed out, Ed, it's one of like it's like one of the giant big units. They walk around the map and they just like kick shit and just like kick them into like a million pieces and stuff. They're called Tro. And there's these giant stone dudes, and all they're wearing is like essentially like a little sash covering their private parts. And like
I
that's
googled an image of it.
Say less.
I don't see any color though. What color are they?
They are all wild varieties of colors. Some tend to be some are like red, some are blue, some are gray, some are yellow, some are kind of green. They all vary different colors. And I'll give you a color. I
Looks
know
like
exactly
a
what the
giant
colors
orc.
are. Yeah, but they're made of stone, and they're like in real life, game life, they're like 20 feet tall, 25 feet tall. They just run around. There's and they just kick the shit out of everything. It's really cool. And the item I'm getting 3D printed is him mid-kick, like kicking this warrior. So he's holding his shield and his sword, and it's just like being smashed away into like pieces or whatever. So I'm getting this 3D printed right now, and I'd love for you to throw that on your queue for next year or something like that.
Yeah. Hey, can I? Because you're talking about video games, I forgot
Sure.
I did some things on video games. I was not prepared for this as I usually.
Hey, are you fucking defending Super Earth right now?
Oh, I'm shocked.
Why are we
mate.
even recording? We need to be on Helldivers 2 defending Super Earth because the
That's true.
Illuminator coming and we're
The
fine.
Illuminati or whatever, Illuminate.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
no.
going now.
I am continuing to play Outlaws, and I'm on Akiva, the swampy planet, going around there doing missions.
Sure.
I believe it's only been mentioned in lore. It's not like a scene in movies or anything. But I'm also, side note, in World of Warcraft, I got 3,000 rating in this current season.
How nice for you.
Yes. So that took a lot of work, and I did it. And I
Nice.
got carried by my friends, essentially. No, I don't know.
That's usually how that stuff goes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's real.
Yeah. So there you go.
Is
Outlaws
that
is
it?
fun though, and they just had a huge update on it. Outlaws, Star Wars.
Oh, nice.
And so now you can shoot from your speeder and stuff, and there's like a bunch of other stuff I haven't fully experienced yet. But the Hondo DLC is available. I will be getting to that once I finish the main storyline. Shout
That's
out
cool.
to Andy Bell because he loves that game.
That's cool. That's cool. I've been doing still hammering through Red Dead Redemption 2 first playthrough. Just took John Marston's son fishing, Jack. That's how early I am in the game. But I'm slowly I'm taking my sweet ass time with it. Not doing any fast travel. I'm just,
Still
enjoying
faster
the
than Kev does video games.
That's true. I got to ask him how Jedi Survivor's going. I mean, Jedi Outcast.
Fallen
excuse
Order,
me.
you mean?
Jedi Fallen Order. What? Jedi Outcast? That was the Kyle Katarn series. The Jedi. Oh
Yeah,
my
way back.
God. Holy. It's just like that Dryden Voss thing last week. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, did I tell you about that, Shawn?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. I'm like, you got me. Hey, this is what I get when I get older. I'm almost turning 40 and I don't have my books in front of me anymore. I just like look at them on the shelf and I don't read anymore. I got to read more.
Just say Brad Pitt and move on.
Just let it be. Just let it be. I did throw that movie on our watch list for my wife and I, Snatch.
Snatch? Nice.
Do you like Dags?
Yeah, I love that.
Oh,
God, I love
dogs.
it. Bullet?
Dags.
Boris the Bullet told you? Anyways. So, speaking of my wife, we just finished, because I get two confirmed rewatches of Andor, because I watch it myself the night of and stay up till ungodly hours. And then I watched again with my wife, and it was great because right after it's like, let's throw on Rogue One, and I'm like, oh sure, so I'm like, okay, let's throw Rogue One on there, and she was a very good sport for me explaining all of this backstory and shit and showing clips of the season 3 episode 18 or whatever, Secret Cargo of Rebels to her. And then like fast forwarding to like the one scene of Mon Mothma Return of the Jedi. It's like, look, geez, look, it's the same. Like all that shit. So that's
Wow,
been...
you really pulled her through it.
Oh yeah, dude, I dosed her real hard, and I'm hoping I can come back from it. But she loved it. I won't say she loved it, but she humored me. But yeah, we got stomped. We got one more elimination round. It's not going to be looking positive. I'm not going to play it next Sunday because it's Sunday and all my people are going to be here. Shawn and in Ed, Christopher, you're coming later, but going to be busy, so I'm going to miss out on that. But it'll be fine. More importantly, well, let me pause just for 1 second here. All right, so yeah, brief pause. We got Mr. Kev Garba here. What's up, Kev?
Yo, how we doing?
We're doing great. Welcome.
Thanks for letting me guest on. I appreciate it, fellas.
Returning frequent guest of the Scruffy Lookin Podcasters, Mr. Kev Garba.
I appreciate you having me on. It's great to be here.
Hey, we were right in the.
Appreciate it, buddy.
Appreciate it. Appreciate
it. We were right in the middle of my week, so as you know, appropriate, you're interrupting our weeks in Star Wars. I mean, our weeks in our lives.
Yes. Yes.
But that's
Has it been fruitful and full of fun?
Oh my God, it's been full of adventure and
full of adventures and
wine.
Wild, crazy stories.
Lots of rosé.
Lots of rosé, Jimmy.
Jimmy's a big rosé guy. This time of year, big rosé guy.
I've just had a bottle of rosé. I've had some wedding gifts today from people on the coach. So we got chocolates, and I got some cold hard cash.
Hey, all right. Hey, real quick, yeah, I'll ask you later. When you prefer cash, you want them King's dollars, right?
There's no truth in the rumor. I don't know that my wife's listening. That they gave me 200 quid, but I told her I only got 100. That's not true. Right?
I only got 10.
Let me say. We fucked them. They only gave me £5. I couldn't believe it. They had a whip round on the coach. I got £5. She's like, why have you suddenly got a Godzilla statue in there? I don't know. I don't know how that got there.
I mean, all you gotta do, Kev.
And then he did this weird thing with his finger on the top of my head.
And it'll all go away.
Oh dear. So I did get some rosé though, Jimmy.
Good.
Ooh, yeah, nice.
Very good.
Got some.
That's what I'll be sporting. Well, before we get to your wedding, Kev, Jimmy has a certain small event of small special magnificence for myself as Jimmy turns 40 next Saturday. Friday, next Friday. But I was you are just in the right amount of time to hear how I am going to prepare this pig.
Oh, fucking hell.
You got here at just the right moment. I'm going to describe to you.
It's a trap. Have I walked into this
As long as you say moist at some point during that.
Do not even say that word.
Oh,
how nice for you.
So what I'm doing is I'm doing a Cebu style Shawn pig, and that's a Filipino style. So I'm going to get this whole pig, this 45-pounder on Thursday. When I prepare this thing, it's going to be a lot of citrus. It's going to be a lot of lime, lemon, oranges, a lot of garlic, a lot of green onion, and lemongrass. Be tucked right into that body cavity and then sewn shut by yours truly. I got some butcher's twine and a needle, sewing that carcass right up full of all these delicious little spices.
Nice.
And for the basting on the skin, typically you do like an olive oil and like a salt rub crust on it. Jimmy's gonna go soy sauce. Over this pig. And that's going to give that such a nice golden color. Takes care of the salt, takes care of the flavor, and it's got that beautiful look to it. So I'm very excited for that.
Shawn was nodding very approvingly there.
Yeah,
Shawn, are you going to get this? Are you there, Shawn, for this?
I am there for this.
Oh,
he's going to be there for that. Yeah, Turbo's flying in the night before Friday. He'll be down in Boston, so he's going to go Australia to Boston to Jimmy's house and just
we fucked him.
He's not gonna from this one, boys. Promised that old man a good time, so I was like, okay, let's go. But yeah, I'm just getting all kinds of things. I picked up the pig roaster yesterday, getting that set up in the garage. We're gonna store, we're gonna season her, we're gonna inject the loins, we're gonna inject the shoulder, make sure there's plenty of flavor in this thing. Get it with a nice wood charcoal fire inside this basket and just cook her for about 5 to 6 hours. All you need for this 45-pounder. I just hope that. And it's pouring rain out right now. Holy cow! It went from a beautiful day to rain. So we're keeping our fingers crossed. Jimmy's doing a lot of dances to Mother Nature over here. Okay, all right. I'm praying to the sun god, the rain god, like everything.
Everybody needs to calibrate their enthusiasm.
Well,
yes.
You got to give the people what they want, though. You got to what's going to be the serve? How are you going to serve it? We've heard how you're going to cook it, but are you going to pull it apart with your fingers and serve like pulled pork sandwiches?
Thank you for that question, Shawn. That is a great question. I'm very excited to share with you.
Yeah, Shawn. Thanks very much.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have a nice. I'm gonna have Ed. You're gonna like this. I'm gonna get the beer dye table set up in the garage.
Ooh, I suck at beer dye.
It's all right. I haven't played in about a few years, so we'll be all right. And I'm gonna have like all the trays there for the pig, and I'm gonna make a like little like 2x4 cross brace. Put the whole pig just like on the table. And I'm going to cut it. I'm going to cut it with the knife first because what you really want to get is that crisply, crackly skin because that's going to just be all nice and crispy, almost like little pork cracklings from that soy sauce, from that hot fire. Yeah, I'm going to get, if you're brave enough, you get eat the tail. Eat the tail, get into that jowl meat, that jowl bacon.
Tail? Is the tail like what, like a spaghetti or something?
Yeah, it's a little curly Q, which you put some tinfoil on it so it doesn't burn off. Do the same thing for the ears too. Ears are really good too. Just like crunching on them. But yeah, we're gonna have it on the table. I'm gonna cut out pieces of the skin so everybody can have like basically chips essentially, and or crisps for you motherfuckers over there. The rest of it, we'll just like pull it apart into the tray. So just basically be pulled pork. That's essentially, it's like a really fancy way of doing pulled pork. But we'll have there buns. Everybody, we're doing a whole bunch of sides. Just sort of make your own. Just grab a hunk of the carcass and just start gnawing on it and stuff. Like shit's gonna get wild at night. I'm probably gonna be walking around with a skull at some point on a piece of rebar with it lit on fire. I mean, we'll see. Stuff could get kind of weird out there, Just got to be ready for it.
With a loincloth, maybe.
Weren't you there?
The rain gods demand it.
Oh yeah. God wills it. God wills it.
I missed it, Jimmy.
Oh, you did. You did. Well, I couldn't eat the skull last time because the aluminum foil fire got so hot it melted into the skull. So I couldn't. You don't want to eat that. But I did light it on fire later on. I was just kind of like walking around with it later. It was pretty like. Some people thought it was disturbing. I thought it was cool. But yeah,
Jimmy, isn't that all that matters? Isn't that all that matters?
That's right. What you do is you take the skull afterwards and you either bleach it, or the old-fashioned way is you stick the skull in between the wedge of two tree trunks, and like when the tree splits. And let like all the the insects and everything just eat away at the bone and all that stuff. In like a month or so, it's all like crystal clean and clear. So I'm gonna take that skull and I don't know, put it someplace cool.
Jimmy,
it's an animal skull.
Are you gonna be like Predator? Like you're just gonna rip skull? Like you're gonna have one of them like cleaning things and just hold the skull up?
I can, yeah. I'm gonna have to refrigerate it, but I can bring it down to the wedding if you want. I'll just like walk in with it.
Wear it, mate. Just wear it.
They're just like standing up there doing their vows, and you just like throw it in the middle of the vows.
It's like a bolo tie
up there. Yeah.
All of a sudden, the skull hits me up back at Ed. Just boom. So Jimmy, I hope this isn't a naive question. So because I'm dying, I know this is a podcast about Star Wars, but so
is it?
I don't think it is anymore. But like, so this pig.
Yes.
Right.
Is it alive first? No, I don't kill it.
No. Yeah. Okay. So where do you get that pig from? Do you just like order that from?
It's got a guy.
A couple of months ago. A couple of months ago.
A pig man.
A pig guy. A couple of months ago, I made a call to a farm that I know in Topsom, Maine, and I needed a pig to order. And I was like, when do you need it by? I was like, May 23rd. He's like, how big you want it? I was like, 45. I was like, oh, a little guy, huh? Yeah, a little one. But they'll prepare it for me, and it's done in a real nice way. So it'll be very easy to do with a couple of boys. So it'll be good times. Good times. Yeah. Well, Kev, now that you're here, why don't you start us off on your week?
What? You've done all this, haven't you?
No, we're in the middle of it.
We're in the middle of our weeks.
Hey?
Yeah.
I thought you'd done it all. I don't want to do my week. Just move on. Let's just talk Andor.
No, let's talk Forest. I want to hear about this.
You got to go you Forest real quick, and then we're going to go to Christopher, and then we're going to talk to Andor.
Oh, okay.
This amazing win that thought wasn't an amazing win.
No, it was. It was just super tense at the end, wasn't it? Last 10 minutes. Did you watch it, Ed? Did you see it?
No, I just followed it.
Okay. But yeah, no, it's all right. It was pretty good. It just sets up. We've got the last game next Sunday. And it's 4 or 5 teams that are now could end up in the Champions League. and I thought we'd blown it last week, but we're back in the hunt now. So it's going to be like super tense, last home game. I can't wait, but I'm shitting myself. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I still don't think we're going to quite do it because we play Chelsea, who are just above us.
And Forest.
And we'll cock it up because we're Forest. Yes, mate. That's a brilliant way of putting it. Yeah, we'll see. See what happens.
Villa gets United, right?
Yeah, United are absolute. Man United are absolute dog shit. So the teams that are above us have got like quite easy games.
Yeah.
So Newcastle are at home to Everton, so they should win that. Although Everton are on a good run. Man City have got 2 games left, so they should win one of those. We play Chelsea on the last game. So, but we're in the mix now. We weren't last week because obviously we cocked up and lost. So, yeah, we're in there.
I mean, it's
we're in there. Anything could happen.
Like giving you a little bit of hope. You know?
Yeah, and because it's the last games of the season last week, everybody kicks off at the same time. So everybody's like a 4:00 kickoff next Sunday.
Yeah.
So you're going to be like, and the ground that I've gone, there's no Wi-Fi. So trying to get like messages and stuff of like what the other teams are doing.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. Turbo's gonna be here and he's be like, I want to watch Liverpool. I'm like, fuck Liverpool. They fucking won it all already. I don't give a shit. I want to watch Forest.
Yeah. It's gonna be so. Yeah. So like, and I guarantee you, somebody in the ground will put a false score out, so people like get some false hope. Within about 10, 15 minutes, somebody will be like, Aston Villa are losing, and it'll be like, no, they're fucking not. And then, like, it'll be some like bullshit false hope that we get. You're just like, nah, it's not going to happen.
Oh, it's all going to happen, yeah. We'll
so, yeah, last game next week. Yeah. So
your knees are going to be up and down like a fucking...
Oh, I'm going to time how many times my watch goes off on my wrist this time. Of like, that stress level is going to be... It might do like something that's now happened where it just explodes on your wrist. It's like, I got...
It's going to call 911. The ambulance is going to show up.
Like paramedics at the end of the road going, get that skinny lad there. He's fucked. So... But yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, let's talk Andor. Come on.
Fucking right. All right. Well, before we talk Andor, you're interrupting him before he even starts. Christopher, why don't you just give us a quick update?
Oh, I thought you'd done all this. I said, I've just got
we're bringing you in hard and heavy.
Did you not read yours? Because I said, text me when you've done your weeks.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's a trap.
Thank you very much, Ed.
And I said, we've just paused it. There's a link coming. We've not finished yet. We're pausing it for you.
Yeah, but I thought you... Go on, just do your week then, mate. Go on.
Anyway.
Yeah, what have I been doing? Wicked. Saw Kev yesterday. That was fun.
Oh, mate, we had a brilliant day, mate. Come on.
Yeah, talk about it, mate. Go for it.
No, you do it. It's your week.
It's tradition, isn't it?
Do it, mate. Go.
Yeah. Before I get there, I've not been. I said up front, I've not been rate well this week. So I've had a bit of time off work, which has been a bit shit. But I've been watching a few bits and bobs. Me and Kev. I was getting in the mood for where me and Kev have been, so I've been watching some of the Nightmare on Elm Street films this week. I watched number 4, Dream Master, which is it's all right. It's fair to middling. And then I watched number 5, The Dream Child, which is absolute shite. But it's got it's got a decent soundtrack and some good bits in it. But we did, like ages ago, I talked about that me and Anya had started watching like loads of films from when I was a kid. And we watched Terminator and we loved it. So it's been ages since we watched the film together. So I managed to drag... Man, teenagers are hard work, man. It took me about 45 minutes worth of persuading to get her out of bedroom to come downstairs and watch a film with me. But I managed it. And we watched Predator last night.
Oh, classic.
Yeah. She didn't have a clue, and she's one of them kids. she's TikTok generation. So like every 15 seconds, she's asking me a question. Who's that? What they do? I'm like, just shut the fuck up and watch the film. This is what films are. You keep your eyes open and pay attention. You're going to find out what's going to happen. And then she's like clinging onto my arm, like, I can't cope. What is it? Is it an alien? Where's it from? What's it? Just watch it. Get to the chopper. Yes, mate. So good.
What a movie, mate. What?
Absolute classic. Yeah. That was funny when you're on about Jimmy, like walking around with that pig skull, like Predator. Because I swear, and I said it to Anya before it happened, that scene where it's just like Arnie and he does this great montage, covers himself in mud and sets all his traps up. And then he needs to let Predator know that he's there. So he does, for me, maybe the best scream in cinema history. Where he stands on that rock, mate, with that fucking fire in his hand.
Mate, yes.
And he's like, it's amazing. I just got visions of Jimmy with a pig's head on fire, like stood there, like.
You'll see that.
You're brilliant. I love it, but yeah, she liked it. She didn't enjoy it as much as we peaked too soon, didn't we? And did the Terminator double bill, so it's going to take a lot for other films to live up to that. But she did. She enjoyed it. She gave it 8 out of 10, which is a good score.
So Terminators are still a favourites.
Yes. Obviously, Disney. We watched Predator on Disney, and it came up with suggesting Predator 2 next. And she was, "Oh, can we watch Predator 2?" I was like, "Nah, it's not that. There's only one. There's only one Predator film, love. Don't worry about it."
No.
Yeah.
So
it's just like Alien.
RoboCop's next. Lining RoboCop up for it.
Yes, great choice, mate.
Happy days. Before I get to what me and Kev were doing, so unlike Shawn, I've been on a bit of a health kick because I've got a suit to get into because there's an event happening, and that suit's already a bit snug. So I've just been like on it, eating healthily because I know them couple of days before the wedding, I'm going to eat like shit. So I've just been trying to prep myself.
I looked at Jimmy's face there, mate.
Where's this place we're going, Jimmy?
Ken's place.
Ken's place, mate.
I was there yesterday.
Nice. I love it.
If you like fried food, you're going to love this.
Excellent. But yeah, I've bit of a cleanse, bit of a detox. And it's helped this week, actually, being ill, because you don't feel like eating when you're ill, do you? So it's all good. But other than that, feeling all right. So yeah, prepping for the trip. Ticking some things off the list this afternoon. It's exciting, isn't it? It's close.
It's close, mate.
Coming up fast.
Very, very close.
They're coming in too fast.
Still working on that speech.
Oh,
has it?
Oh,
we were chatting yesterday, Kev, weren't we?
Yeah, we were, mate.
I had this idea that I disappeared like under the table, and I came back out with a big wig on, and I was just like, "Ladies, gentlemen, we are gathered here today of all days."
Do it. Can you imagine how brilliant that would be?
You gotta grab like a paper cup, grab a paper cup and just hold it to your face, go.
It's like mate, we were absolutely pissing ourselves because god, just the vision I had of that, it's fucking brilliant. And I'd love to see we'd be pissing ourselves laughing, and then my parents and Emily's parents would be like, "What the fuck is going on with this speech?" Why is he doing that every day?
And then I could turn into Palpatine halfway through it, couldn't I?
Oh, mate.
Everybody would get it.
Henceforth, you will be known as Emily Gobbett.
Oh my God, yes.
As Kevin Lind. What?
Oh, brilliant.
I'm not going to do that. I won't do that. But yeah, cool.
Or if you
Yeah,
said
so go on, Jimmy.
well, I was gonna say if you shall be known as another Thrawn guy.
Yes. So me and Kev went to a little con yesterday, didn't we, mate?
Oh, mate, we did indeed. Yeah.
We went to HorrorCon UK, which is I think this is my favourite con, mate, outside of the toy fairs.
I go with that, mate.
I went to it last year, on my Todd, and I really enjoyed it. And Kev's joined me this year, and it's shit up. Obviously, it's a horror themed convention, but it's not massive, and there's like no big brands there, is there? It's a much smaller con with lots of independent traders and sellers and crafters and makers, and it's just a really cool vibe. It's up in Sheffield, so it's up in it's on the edge of the motherland, mate. Up
north.
Yorkshire,
Up north, mate.
yeah, not right far north, but we're just creeping into motherland, God's country, and it's just lovely atmosphere.
Shit up, mate.
And, yeah, we had a right good day, didn't we?
We did, mate. We absolutely smashed it. So, yeah, like you say, mate, it was my first time because you went. I think I was at football last year, wasn't it? And it was you. Was like this con's awesome, and yeah, it was the independent. I love that independent side of it. Like Chris says, because you've not got your big Funkos there and all that sort of stuff, and you've just got loads of independent stuff. Shit up, mate, wasn't it? Like,
yeah, it was. We were looking through some vinyl soundtracks, and I came across this soundtrack to this film. Fucking hell, this cover, mate, looked incredible, and this film was called Werewolves on Wheels, right? And it got like this fucking the jankiest like looking makeup you've ever seen on this werewolf. Absolute shite. I think this film came out in 1971. And this guy got this fucking werewolves on this Harley Davidson with this naked woman strapped over his back, and I'm like, what is this? What is this? So we went, all sellers that have got Blu-rays and DVDs, we were just digging for this film, weren't we? Like,
we were, mate.
I even I don't like talking to anyone, but I even plucked up the courage to talk to this guy and ask him if he'd got it, but they'd not got it. So we found it, but it's a bit expensive. So if there's anyone out there on the high seas of the internet that can find me the Werewolves on Wheels.
Apparently it was a US and Canadian release, and that was it, a Blu-ray.
Oh. Yeah, we can't get it over here.
Yeah, so we'd never had it released in the UK or in Europe. And I had a look on.
It gets like 4.2 out of 10 on IMDb. So I'm desperate to see it. It sounds right up my street.
That made us want to watch it even more.
Yeah, happy days. But yes, mate. Other than that, like I say, prepping for this trip. It's going to be great. I'm excited. Shitting myself because I hate traveling and I've got to do some public speaking. But we're all good. Excited to see you beautiful bastards in person. So let's...
Yeah.
Kev's now going to talk about his week because he's dead prepared.
Yeah.
Then we're going to talk about Andor.
Let's go. Yeah. So yesterday, me and Chris went to a con, and and it was really great, and I had an absolute blast of a day. There you go. There's my
lies.
More lies.
Cool. Let's go, Andor.
Shall we transition to greatness? All right. So, our last 3 episodes. It's weird. I feel like they could have. I mean, by this point, we're the last ones doing anything about this now. But yeah, Christopher, do you want to do this thing?
Lies, deceptions, more spoilers every day.
Nice. So we got our last 3 episodes. Episode 10, Make It Stop. Episode 11, Who Else Knows? And then episode 12, Jedi, Kyber, and Urso. So let's go around the horn. There are 5 of us here. Just give us your first impressions on it. Ed, I'm going to start with you because it's been like a hot couple weeks. Just, give us a quick couple vibes. What was your favorite thing? And then we'll go not scene by scene. We'll just talk about character.
I loved it. I thought Krennic was fucking awesome in it. Putting Dedra in her place. Damn.
Yeah, that was
That's
wild.
some revenge right there.
Mm.
Without him knowing it for Cassian. And K2. Goddamn. Can't get enough of that guy.
Oh my god.
But I loved it. Execution, obviously. They've followed the usual Andor. We've been Andored. Good execution. Good writing. And doesn't have much Force lore in it, other than that healer. So, which goes against what I usually say with Star Wars.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, Ed. What did
I
you
usually say? A good Star Wars story has like an element of Force lore in it.
Because you love the Force lore, don't you, mate?
Yeah, like Mandalorian is Grogu, that kind of stuff. This had this one had the Force healer in it, but it wasn't like I wouldn't count that. That was just kind of on the side. But yeah, more stuff will come to me. Obviously, I'm not prepared for this, so I'll let someone else talk now.
Ed, because you weren't here. You go ahead.
Love the old dude or lady in the wheelchair with Clea.
Oh, the ET lady.
Yeah, like when she's in the hospital. Fucking star of the show right there.
Yeah.
Goddamn right.
That was pretty awesome. Like she makes the noise in the turbo lift, and Clea's like, "What? Like, are you actually having a problem? Because I can't fucking help you right now."
I'm not actually a nurse.
I got this lead pill, or rather, this energy bolt pill. Ed, question for you. So last third arc, you mentioned that there, you appreciate it because there was no Force in it, but I feel like the Force is always present, right? There was that one scene where Luthen goes to Diego Cassian. He says, you were there when I needed you at, Aldhani, Ferrix, Narkina. Like you've been in place whenever I've needed you there. I took that as the Force is kind of interweaving, putting our characters in all the right places where they need to be at the right time, and that's just the Force flowing through us. Flows differently in others than it does in most, I guess. No, maybe.
Yeah, like the Force put him where he needed to be.
I think so. I think there's more Force to Cassian than we think.
Yeah, like he's definitely an integral cog in the.
Right. He may not be Force sensitive, but the Force is guiding him. Would you say? I think the Force is guiding him. That's my thought.
The messenger. He's
Indeed.
the messenger.
Right? He's the pilot. Shawn, why don't you give us your little hot and hard takeaway?
I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a good wrap up to the series. I mean, we all knew what they could and could not do. Like we knew they had to roll straight into Rogue One. So I thought they worked around that really well. The star of the show for me was Clea. I could do about 7 more episodes of her just crushing it. Just everything about that character is perfection in my book.
Did you think she was gonna walk into the woods and die or something? Like what was that? That was
like a cat.
Yeah, like, what was
just go crawl under somebody's deck.
Like, I don't know. Like she
left.
Right?
Cats they run away to die. They do.
It's like she's gonna go get under somebody's deck and just hide.
I don't know. I thought that was kind of weird when she just got up and started fucking walking in a direction.
Yeah, walking to is there like a post office here? It's like, I'm gonna go check up on Vel, because she'd love to see me.
Oh my god, Jimmy, that's gold. Like that's absolute gold.
Like a cat.
Like a cat.
I mean, cats do that. I had a cat. He did
it. There's an episode title right there. Like a cat.
Elizabeth Dulau. Did you know that was her first? If my half-ass internet research is correct.
It's correct, Jimmy. First acting role.
This was her first like major role coming right
Killed
out
it.
of acting school. Like, holy shit. Where'd
This
it
makes
go?
it even better.
God
Right? Oh, and she did so well. Yeah. Very
I
happy.
feel like she'd
about
be an
that.
excellent, like, almost Leia recast if, like, they went that route. But obviously they didn't. So,
No,
just
they
a side
didn't.
note.
But yeah, that could have happened if they did a recast. Like, I mean, can't because she's Clea.
Right. Now she's Clea, but I'm just saying. Like,
Can't be Leia. But yeah, you're right. You're right. Hey, it shows that it's possible.
mm-hmm.
You know,
There's been talks.
we got Elizabeth Dulau and we got Alden Ehrenreich. Done.
What else did you enjoy, Sean?
Who's that? I've never heard of that guy.
Is there anything else you liked about it, Sean, before they carry on talking about other bullshit for another 40 minutes?
No, it's pretty much just Clea.
This quick around the horn section that we're doing, yeah?
Take it half an hour.
I was just seeing where it went. I was going to see if there's anything that I missed and let them chime in on it. But no, that was I like the backstory episode, like with her and Luthen. And how it kind of shifted. Like I like that whole arc, and kind of wrapping it up. Yeah, that's my hard and fast.
Christopher,
I loved it, mate. It was great. Next person.
Next.
Excuse me. Is it my turn, Jimmy?
Yes.
Is it my turn? Oh, that's bloody rubbish, wasn't it? Absolute rubbish. Well, I am not going to calibrate my enthusiasm, because I've thought about this. It's my favourite bit of Star Wars since the original trilogy, without any hesitation. I thought, the last probably 5 or 6 episodes are some of the best TV I've sat through.
Like Star Wars aside, right?
Just Star Wars. I mean, I mentioned this last week. I genuinely thought this last week that this show is that good, but it just happens to be in this universe that I've loved fucking all my life. And it's like, I thought they pretty much nailed everything. And that's unusual for a TV show. And I'm sorry if I'm gushing a bit, but I fucking absolutely, genuinely adored it. From season 1 to season 2, the character arcs. How many decent new characters have we had in Star Wars in this one show?
Oh,
in this one show.
Yeah.
That I absolutely gave a flying fuck about everybody. Where are they going? What's their arc? Even some of these Imperials. They had some brilliant character arcs. Jesus Christ, when Portgas shot himself, was one of the fucking most brilliant bits of TV. And the fact that guard just put his hand out to let him do it.
Yeah, he's like, no, don't
fuck
go in
you.
there.
Wait a minute.
The subtle hand gesture. Oh my god.
Just that bit when he was just give me a moment to gather my thoughts or something. You're like, I know what's going down here.
Yeah, he doesn't want to see the Emperor. So.
Yeah, 100% agree with Shawn. Clea was that episode 10, was it? Was absolutely amazing TV. Just that parallel between kind of Portgas and Dedra and Luthen and Clea.
Yeah.
That kind of protege type thing, and just how different the Empire is, but how different the rebellion is. Fucking hell. It was absolutely brilliant stuff. And that little montage of the characters at the end, it's stupid. It sounds stupid, but little bits of just Mothma eating breakfast with Vel. Just in that montage of what, where are they? Me and Chris were talking yesterday of I reckon they're going to be at that medal ceremony. Just somewhere in that crowd when Luke and Han turn up for 10 minutes and get the medals.
They'd be so
pissed
about
where
that.
the fuck's my medal? Yeah.
Can't even give it to the Wookiee.
Luthen sacrificed his whole entire life for a sunset he's never going to see, and these fuckers just turn up for 10 minutes, put an old thing, and get medals. You're like, hang on a minute, what's cracking on here? But honestly, there's so much to talk about, and just I adored it as a show. I just absolutely loved it. So
Nice.
Yeah,
It is. Like with the Dedra and Partagas thing, it makes you think like a system run on fear, and like ambition, like too much ambition results in so much talent just getting thrown away.
Yeah.
Right? Dedra gets thrown to the side. Like she
Yeah, the beauty of that, 'cause
high talent, high skill, but she just fucked up because someone was more ambitious and wanted to
Yeah.
fuck her over. And
fucking he thought,
I mean, she did kind of fuck up too, but like she
Yeah.
got what she got the conclusion that everybody wanted. She found Luthen and all that. But Partagas too he did nothing really that wrong. He just kind of fell into that whole failure and got the raw end of the deal on it and didn't want to face the Emperor.
The hubris of the victorious. They thought they had it all in the bag after the Clone Wars, but it
Doesn't
kind
want to
of
get force choked.
It kind of reminded me of the Warden scene in Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah.
When it's like the cops are closing in on him because he's been doing some bad shit. Not that Partagas is doing bad shit, but like he's like, nah, I
Apart from being a massive fucking space Nazi, he's not doing much bad shit, is he?
Yeah, right. I'm thinking from the perspective of his role, right? The Warden was doing like illegal stuff as the Warden. He wasn't doing any illegal stuff as the ISB guy. He was doing what he was told, kind of thing.
Chris, you sent Chris, you sent us a message.
Yeah.
The other day, so you like had a take on that thing you said.
Well, when we first watched it, I thought that he obviously doesn't want to face what's coming to him. The guy's like, they're waiting for you. So that could be like, he could be getting sent to prison, or he could be facing Palpatine, or do you know what I mean? You don't want that force lightning up his ass. But the more I thought about it, is listening to
Nemec,
the manifesto. He's listening to Nemec's manifesto, isn't he?
Yeah.
And there's almost like the way I went back and rewatched it, and like the way he's acting.
Yeah.
It's almost like he's got a realization that this whole thing I've fucking worked for my whole life it's wrong.
It felt very seppuku, like samurai kind of self-sacrifice.
Yeah.
Like self-punishment.
So rather than, I mean, I just saw it that way. I just thought, oh shit.
I forgot about how he was listening to that.
My whole life's like a fuck up. You can take it both ways. And I think both ways work, because obviously I think I'd rather top myself than get force lightning up my arse.
It's like power. Hey mate, it's like when you get called to boss's office, it's fucking Palpatine. You're like, oh fuck, like that's serious. Boss wants to see you.
Force lightning might not be the worst way to go either. Like considering all the other crap they've shown in this show, it's like you don't know how much experimentation or punishment you're going to. So,
yeah, exactly.
What was it? Courtship of Princess Leia, Jimmy, where the Dathomir witches just broke every bone in was it Han's body or like
no, it was some other random male, but no, they just like grabbed his nuts in that one. They like reached for his grundle in that one scene in the Courtship of Princess Leia. That was kind of
another dude. They were like breaking like every bone with the Force, and it was like, wow, okay. So that Palpatine could probably do that. Just saying.
Yeah.
If I may,
if I may, go on then.
Speaking of the Empire's punishment, I have this, as I mentioned in the intro, I have a book in my hands by Kevin J. Anderson.
Oh,
sweet.
Jesus
Kevin
Christ.
J. Anderson, fuck.
This takes place after the events of the Jedi Academy series.
God damn, Darksaber. Fuck that book.
In the original EU, in the original Legend stuff, instead of Galen Erso, it was an Imperial engineer called Bevel Lemelisk, who was the guy in charge of like designing the Death Star, and he was a sycophant and everything else. And when the first Death Star was destroyed, they do like a flashback because Bevel is still alive in the EU universe, and the Emperor tortured this guy to death multiple times. And the way he did that was he would have like some ridiculous execution plan for this guy. In this one instance on page 36 of this book, he has him devoured by these 8-legged beetles, just like eaten alive, like scarabs from the Mummy kind of thing. And right before he dies, he throws him in carbonite, or he does something where he like extracts his genetic DNA and he clones him. And then Bevel wakes up and he's like, fuck, I'm here again. But he has the memory of being devoured. And then he gets tortured by the Emperor again. It's like for his utter failure. He just gets murdered by the Emperor over and over and over again. And one of them was really funny. He was dropped in a vat of like molten metal kind of thing. And he asked this question. It's like he asked the Emperor, he's like, why am I being dropped into this today? He's like, oh, that's just what they were smelting today. So it's like the Emperor just he hadn't anything planned for this. He just wanted them to suffer. And Partagaz knew that whatever he was going to was going to be way harder and way more undesirable than just taking the Shawshank Redemption Warden's way out. But great. You also notice he was listening deeply to Nemec's manifesto, and he asks his adjutant, other guy, whatever supervisor he is. He's like, "Have you listened to this?" And the guy's like, "Oh, bits and pieces, or like more or less." And it didn't. That showed me a difference of like Partagaz listening to the entire thing and really internalizing what they're saying. And the other guy is just like, I'm just some other Imperial. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I listen to this rebel garbage, whatever. And it's like, Partagaz, like you said, Chris, Partagaz got it.
Yeah.
Got it that
Yeah.
Maybe not to the point of we're the baddies, but got at the point of like, it's going to spread. There's nothing we can do to
It's
stop
a different animal, or it could be like it's a different animal than we thought.
Yeah.
When we're trying to combat this.
Like Chris says as well, to use specifically that manifesto, because like he didn't have to use that at that point,
right?
So great throwback,
a brilliant throwback, and it was just like, so he probably has come to like a realization of, oh fuck, but just when I was like, are they really going to do this in Star Wars? And then it was just like, bang, he's fucking
yeah.
It was like, oh my God. Because we'd had that scene in episode 10, which I thought when the firing squad, when Claire and Luthen witnessed that firing squad on that planet. And I'm like, holy shit. Oh, that was pretty brutal for like Star Wars in that respect. But then they went and just did that. I'm like, fuck it now.
Love it.
It's
dark. I mean, we got the execution scene on Edu, having just rewatched Rogue One, right? When Krennic ordered the Death Troopers to kill all the Death Star engineers, except for Galen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Got to show them how bad they are.
It was me.
It was me.
It was me.
Tells Cersei. Oh, wait.
Ready?
One of my favorite. I'll just share a favorite moment of mine from the first episode, episode 10. The hospital scene was great. Clea, amazing. I loved it. But one thing that stand out to me again, because Luthen, Skarsgård, my
fucking
favorite
hell,
guy.
thought we'd made it all the way through season 2.
No, not gonna make it through. Nope.
Sorry. At one of my favorite moments is at 11:50 when it's right at the beginning when what's her face, Dedra, my gal, she shows up to the shop and Luthen drops a deuce in his pants. Like, oh shit. My favorite line, and I got it right away when he said it too, is this one right here.
At the moment, only 2 pieces of questionable provenance in the gallery.
Only 2 pieces. He's talking about him, and he's talking about her. And I loved it. Because provenance is like the place of origin or the earliest known history of something. That's the Webster definition. So they're finally back together. They're together finally at last. You know what I mean? Like he knows and she knows, and they both know that they both know. But it's just like, how long is this facade just going to keep going?
But she didn't know how long he's known, and
That
How
pissed
long
her
has he been
off.
ready for this?
Yeah, it's like, it's unfair that I've known this whole time. He's like, "Ah, I got you, bitch." I love that. I love that. That whole interaction was just absolutely really cool. And I'll show you, as I'll mention, minute 14:57. We have it was the moment where Dedra like looks to the back room and sees the smoke coming out because he destroyed the transmitter, or he was destroying the transmitter, which was really cool, by the way.
That looks sick. That
That liquid stuff he poured
Yeah.
in, that, I mean, makes sense, right? It's probably some kind of like dissolving metal acid.
Acid wash.
That's big time. That's like a level 10 acid wash right there. You know,
Super weathering.
You lose your lightsaber on that 3D printed model.
So much weathering on those radio.
Oh my god, it just go right away.
Then the Imperial was admiring it later. She's like, "Wow, this is really weathered really well."
This is
she was. She wasn't talking about them using the transmitter. No, this looks beautiful. That was also really cool too. Like the Imperial nerd, you know, the IT nerd. IT nerds are generic everywhere. But no, at 14:57, we see the skull of the Gungan, and in the museum gallery, and looking at the Gungan, the skull had like marks on it and shit. So yeah, okay, you look at it near the front lip, and this was like shown online as well. I can't remember where the fuck I got it, but imprinted on the front of the Gungan skull is the Darth Revan Sith Empire symbol from Knights of the Old Republic. Weird, right?
That's an odd connection.
A very odd connection, right? I mean, there was in like old stuff, they had, you know, Dark Jedi or Dark Sith user Gungans and stuff as like kind of a joke, and then like I think in a couple old comics or something like that. But very interesting that they would have a Sith imprint on a Gungan skull. But that was my key takeaway of that thing. It was pretty funny.
You're throwing shade at the whole Darth Jar Jar thing.
You know, that thought did cross my mind.
Yeah. Hey, can we do a little shout out to Lonnie? Little Lonnie.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Oh man, that motherfucker was dead as soon as we met him in season 1. That motherfucker.
What a dude as well, and he's got his family, and it was just like, oh
yeah.
Man. Oh.
The fact they're meeting in public, you're like, this cunt's not getting off this bench, is he?
No.
Poor Lonnie, man.
Yeah. Hey, you know, he did the right thing though. He's like,
he
I got
kind of
something for you that
it starts it all, really, doesn't it? It's like, whoa.
It does.
Yeah, that's
the start. I got it all. Can
you trace it all back to Lonnie, or really to Dedra? If Dedra didn't get those Peter Hegseth like texts sent to her by mistake,
yeah,
that's not parroting the real world, is it?
Right? Scavenger.
Fucking Gilroy wrote this before all that as well. This guy knows what he knows.
It's so weird, right? That's how
what
weird
the hell?
it is.
How the fuck? God damn it, he can write, can't he? Fucking hell. He's the head of the game.
The whole pace of the pressure, the nervousness of like, oh my god, I need to tell people about this, and the need for Luthen to kill them along the way because like they can't know that I know this. Cassian killing Tivik, opening scene of Andor, like nobody can know. This guy can't be alive. He needs to unalive right now. If he can't make it out of here, he's gone, because then they'll know that we know about the thing that we're not supposed to know about.
Did you think we were going to see him, Tivik?
No. Once I figured we weren't seeing Tarkin, it's like they're not going to see any of those people from.
Yeah, it's a good choice.
Those big players from Rogue One stuff.
We all watched Rogue One, right after or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Or at least 100%. The beginning of it. I watched the beginning of it and was like, yeah, that's the same outfit. Sweet.
Cassian's reaction in Rogue One when Tivik says Galen Erso, is like, wait, Galen Erso? It's like, this is another big piece of this puzzle that he never thought, that basically confirms that this is true.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And shocking to him as well. Loved it. Absolutely loved it.
Cargo pilot.
Skipping around the episode 11, Clea's, she's trying to get the hell out now because Luthen is gone. Luthen is dead. She made the ultimate sacrifice of killing him because she knew that that's what he would expect her to do. You know what I mean? Don't be a tool by the enemy. We finally get to see K2.
K2.
What do you
Fucking
guys think
brilliant.
about him? Hilarious.
He's
Every scene.
overpowered.
He steals the show every time you see him.
What's that
Dude,
bit
when
when
he-
he's just walking down that thing and he's like, "Are you no fucking bang?"
No.
That's-
I've cleared the
Fucking-
path.
Brilliant, honestly.
It's so good. He just ambushes that they're not stormtroopers. They're like ISB
Yeah.
troopers or
ISP
something.
security guys, yeah.
Yeah. And he comes up behind him, just fucking like blaster fire. Fuck you. That doesn't do anything.
I wasn't expecting a meat puppet scene though, where he's using it
No.
as a shield. That was
Dude,
Yeah.
that's
wild.
another crazy one. Yeah,
That
up
was
there with the scenes you were talking about, Kev. Yeah, no, Shawn, good call on that one. That was just like, oh God, ragdoll.
The guy chilling in the ship, just like, oh shit.
Oh my God,
What's that?
was
What's that
great.
bit when he's like, I think they're going to be captured, and he's just like, "Well, I'm going to tell him I was kidnapped." It was just like,
Yeah.
it's like
Brilliant.
It's like he was funny, but he didn't take away from like the seriousness of like the
Right.
the tone of the episode. Like they nailed the
I
humor
agree, yeah.
perfectly.
Yeah, it was us appreciating the dry humor. There was one scene moment in episode 11. Who else knows that I laughed about probably like way too much than I should have. It's when they're going in to rescue Clea, Melshi, K2, Cassian. They're on the U-wing. They hyper into Coruscant. Melshi's like, "Oh, big city." He's like, "First time on Coruscant." And then K2 says
Oh,
this.
yeah.
He says this line. It was like, "Well, here I'll play this for you guys because
you
I
got
did
it.
Of course I did. Here's the long cut of this one.
200 KX units. The Emperor was there.
The way he says the Emperor was there, he's like, "I was there for a parade," and he was so you could sense the pride in his voice. Like 200 here.
200 KX units. The Emperor was there.
It's just to add a little emphasis, like, "Hey, this was a big deal because the Emperor was there." You know what I mean? Like I just like low key flexing. You know what I mean?
Oh man,
Yep.
yeah.
And Cassie be like, "Whatever. Sorry, I missed it." But that made me laugh like uncontrollably because like, wait a minute, are you showing reverence to the Emperor right now? I was like, no, he's just like recognizing that was probably a big deal. But
Yep.
they break in, they rescue her, they make it back to Yavin. Last episode, we just see a bunch, the senator from Taurus being a real pain in the ass about not wanting to support.
Is that weasel, mate? I can't stand that.
Senator from
fucking weasel.
Taurus was Pommel from Taurus was the chick. That was the lady. I forgot where he was.
What's
from,
that
but-
weasel's name, mate? He can fuck off. He can.
Yeah.
Right,
Definite
he's
weasel.
up there, right? He's fighting 3PO for the shittest character, mate, in Star Wars. What a wanker! What an absolute weasel that guy is. I didn't like him in Rogue One. In this, mate, I was
Yeah.
fucking.
Yeah.
I got my microphone over.
He's
on that
the,
angle.
he's the Duke of
I
West.
was pulling my beard out, mate. I was just fuck off every time he comes on screen. What a prick!
He's the Duke of Wesselton.
In what?
No, it's from Frozen. Sorry.
Oh,
I say, is
okay.
that the guy from Frozen,
yes,
the bad
yes.
guy?
Weaselton.
Oh man.
Yeah, he wasn't my favorite. He was like, come on, guys, like just listen to these fucking people here. Like, come on, like, are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me?
But even
kidding me.
I loved the name check. When it was like, you haven't seen Luthen Rail in a year. I was like, when was the last time you saw him? I was like, last time I saw him was when I saved Mon Mothma, bitches. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
really
man.
And
noted.
then my mom was like, I'm not saying shit.
Yeah, she's like, I'm just gonna let this speak for itself. That seemed to check Bail Organa like pretty well there because he realized like, oh right, because I had the mole, I had the security leak on my team that fucked it all up.
It put Bale in a different position, didn't it, guys?
It
Like,
did
usually
actually. Yeah.
Bale's usually like the shining light, good guy, nothing wrong with him. And then this was just put a little bit of shade on him.
It did, which was clearly intentional, wasn't it? Of like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think of it from his point of view, like you can see where he's going, but still, it's like, just agree.
Well, it's his he's just trying to be safe, right? They're trying to protect what they've had so far, but What they don't
It's very
realize,
fragile.
it is very fragile. But man, I mean, if you're just sitting there hoarding and gathering and gathering and gathering, and you're not using, then what's the point? If you have all these Black Series toys that are still in their boxes and you're not playing with them, why do you have them? All right.
Yeah.
Why do you have them?
Exactly. And not to be grim, but it is a bit poetic that he ends up getting what's coming to him because how's he meet his end?
True.
Was that very Death Star that he was
Initially thinking that was like, there's no way. There's no way. But then they did eventually come around, you know?
Sorry, dude.
Yep. Yep.
I thought he had a nice last scene though with Cassian. That was cool, and he got to drop fucking "May the Force be with you" in there.
That was great.
Which was good.
Yeah.
It's cool what Cassian said something like, "You and Luthen would have got on more than you think."
Well,
Yeah.
And then he's like, if I'm going to take on the Empire or something, I'm going to come out swinging or something. Like,
Go down swinging,
Get out, like, fuck it, come on.
To be fair, Bale went there with an olive branch, right? Like the way he framed his phrases, as far as, do you sleep well? And he's like, never. And he's like, then we have that in common. So that's him saying like, common ground, like we're on the same side here. That's that rebel leader, like we're in this together kind of thing. Again, I can't take away from the K2's line. I was like, the person you don't like is here. The man you don't like is at the door.
We got to go through
great.
Every one of these episodes and just grab all the K2 lines.
I mean, there's so few of them. We could get them all on a soundboard. 100%.
I saw an interview with Gilroy, and he was saying that it would have been so easy to fall down the like buddy cop trope and have more of him, but he's such a complicated character to have on set.
Yeah,
because he's so massive, and it's also hard to write for. So he says, I just found it. I had to find that balance of like just sprinkling him. He's great when I need him, but not to overstay his welcome and overuse him. And I think he did it perfect. Like I think he perfectly executed him.
That was good.
Because they could have overused it, couldn't they?
And
and it would
because there's an obvious tone switch, isn't there, in the program as soon as he's there? Because from what the program's been since episode 1, as soon as K2 comes into the fray, it's like shits and giggles almost every time he's on screen.
Right?
You know what I mean? Yeah.
But what's that?
He's also an absolute killing machine too. So it's like he can only sit on the ship so many times before he's out there just slaughtering everybody who comes across. So
but it's just the episode that starts them playing cards and they're just chilling out, and it's fucking shit up. That is just like.
So, I was thinking this was gonna happen as I was watching it, but you know how he goes through that hallway and kills all those troopers, right? I was thinking that, and he picks up the fucking rifle and like uses it as well. And I was like, is this leading up to like the reason why he's not allowed to have a blaster?
Yeah.
No one's ever given, in the movie.
Yeah. How come she gets a blaster and I don't? Like,
exactly. Yeah. And I thought that's where it was going.
Because you're a fucking psychopath.
Because you don't need it. Yeah. Again,
the Emperor was there.
That rings in the back of my head of just like, I don't know. Well, he also says on the way back to Yavin is like, I hope this. I don't have this one, but like, I hope this makes clear that I hope this makes clear my value, or I hope this makes my value to you clear, or whatever. Like, I'm not going to betray you because I just saved all your asses. That's too good. Too good.
I had to throw my 2 cents in for Dedra's outfit, in the one way out outfit. Jail outfit looks pretty good,
Sweet.
Right?
Yeah, sweet.
Not what any of us had predicted. We didn't have that on the bingo card.
No.
Yeah, no.
Poetic.
I mean, the scene with Krennic that we talked about, like, which like he improvised.
Yes.
Like
the finger on the head.
What an absolute fucking weirdo nut job. That he's just like, I'm gonna fucking. So I did read something
with his finger on the top of my head.
It's so good. But apparently I've read somewhere that he did that because it's what Bane does to him in The Dark Knight Rises.
Yes.
And that he was like
power over me.
he was
right.
inspired to do that to her, and she had no idea that he was going to do it, and just suddenly went, and she was like, "It was brilliant." It just
you see it on her face.
I know,
Yeah, genuinely
100%.
100%, Shawn, and it's brilliant. You're like, "What the fuck is going on here?" This is like
genuine reaction, great filming, great acting.
That scene with them two is so good, isn't it?
That's
when
fucking
he-
execution right there, right?
He grabbed her face as well, didn't he? On his
Yeah.
way out?
Yeah.
It's fucking.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, so good. But then, yeah, the fact that she ends up in Narkina 2, have they said, or something?
Everybody.
Yeah, Narkina 2.
Yeah,
So-
which is like a female prison version of
Yeah.
it.
Oh yeah.
But what like I said to
could
you
just feel
yesterday,
like
Kev, didn't I?
everybody's.
Yeah.
What's that?
I said to Kev yesterday, like, what brilliant set design and world building. The fact that we just got one shot of her, the camera did not move, and we knew exactly from her outfit and the tiny bit of set design that we saw where she was and what the situation was. I was like, fucking hell. That's world building. That's like amazing set design. Just like you say, I can't...
Execution, writing. They don't have to say everything out,
Yep.
like spell everything out. You just know.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's being Andored, by the way.
Yeah.
That's just.
I'm still mad about that weasel. What a
That's
Which one?
Duke of Weaselton.
That
Oh, him? Yeah.
even his voice, mate. I got that mad that I knocked my microphone over and I pressed the mute button and I missed like that's about 3 minutes of you guys talking. So I don't know what you said after.
So
I had a rant
angry,
about him.
so angry about that character. So
What a dickhead.
Yeah, it just wasn't good. I mean, you got to have them, right? You know what I mean? They just can't all believe everything. You got to show a little bit of drama in there, I suppose. There has to be some check on authority. I suppose, but
yeah,
he's an asshole.
No, I was gonna say earlier, you could feel like how charged the Imperials were, like ISB guys and everything, just for like they're running on that fear, like the Death Star project. It needs to be done. It needs to be done. Like I there's deadlines. The Emperor's gonna fuck me in the ass. Like I gotta like complete this shit. You just feel that energy, and they're just throwing people under the bus for it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Edra's included, Partagaz, you know.
Well, they know it's growing so significantly at this point because I think they say in one of the episodes that like the rebellion is everywhere at this point, that they're popping up.
Yes.
And they are genuinely terrified. And then when Krennic finds out, or he thinks that Dedra's the leak, Jesus, it's just like they are fucking terrified at this point of
You missed your calling.
what is going on here. And it's fucking so brilliant and tense and everything at that point that you're just going, this is it. Because the good thing that I love is that we all know where it's going.
Yeah.
You know, because you just know where it's leading, but it's the fact that they ripped that tension out of it. It was just brilliant. You know, that you know where that Rogue One's going, and you're watching this now and thinking, this is the thing like me and Chris talked about, of like watching Rogue One after and how differently that hits. And I know
Especially the
Gilroy-
master switch.
Dude, I always think
I thought about you the other night when that came up.
Fuck
I was
that
like,
master switch.
But can we talk about the ending? Because the ending
Sure.
was
Yeah. Oh, the Bix thing or the
Yeah,
I
the-
thought you were talking
when
about my boy Perrin.
Oh, well, everything about where all the characters go.
with what's his name's wife, right, or whatever.
Oh, that's yes.
Skulden's wife.
Drinking in the back of that fucking Uber. Fuck
Listen,
it.
come on, man. Perrin's just understood. He gave a killer speech at the wedding. I'll give him a pass.
Yeah, he's done. It's like, I gave my speech. Earned my.
He's drinking his Star Wars version of Hennessy in the back of that car.
He was getting fucked up in that car, wasn't he? He was like,
Yeah, he was. You don't give a shit, but yeah, Kev, the scene I know you want to be talking about. Go ahead.
No, just the ending, just the montage of where every character was, and that music swelled up again, and it was like, I never thought I'd get so fucking emotional about a guy walking to a spaceship. That's all the fucking that guy. All Andor's doing is walking to that ship, and it's just like when he sees that Force healer.
Yeah, it's the nod, though, isn't it? Because
It's fucking rad, isn't it? You're like, whoa! And then he's looking at the rebellion, and
he's got the outfit.
Oh, dude, he's wearing that. And Clea
left the
sees one.
Briar. He left the
Oh, the
Briar
fact that
pistol
she-
at home.
Yeah. And she walks out and sees basically Rogue One Squadron fucking getting ready for it. And then you don't see Bix and you're like, what the fuck's going on here? Like, why have we not seen Bix? And then, Jesus Christ, they hit you with the fucking absolute brilliant ending like that. Like, I had no idea that was.
She's looking at a sunset, is she not? Or like a sun.
I don't know if it was a sunset or sunrise, but that was the line that I was also thinking of. Like, I'm
I was thinking
sacrificing
end of
myself
Rogue
for
One.
a
Were you thinking
sunrise
of
that I'll
that?
never see.
Oh, yes.
That's what I was thinking. Because, Cassian's boy, or presuming that's Cassian's kid.
I was thinking end of Rogue One with the Death Star, like the Cassian on the beach, the horizon thing.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I mean, that's how I took it. There's like a bit of a time jump. Like,
Yeah.
it's potentially at the same time.
Gotcha.
Got a little
There's
closer
no
for B2
horizon.
emo as well. That was nice.
There's a problem with the horizon.
There's no horizon.
There's no horizon. Oh, I love him. K2, man.
Oh, but that Bix ending was fucking perfect.
Yeah,
it was beautiful.
Our watch party, shall we call it, Kev?
Yes,
so me, Kev, and Michelle all marked out on it. I loved it. It was funny because Michelle, as soon as she saw Bix, she uttered something under her breath, which she later told me she knew what was going to happen, like straight away. I'm not. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. I've talked about this before. I just watch shit and oh yeah, look at that monster. That's sick.
That was cool.
Yeah. As soon as she turned around and we saw she'd got a baby, me and Kev just like fuck it. I put my hands on my head and I was like, oh fuck, because in that split second, like everything. I was just thinking about Rogue One. I was thinking about Cassian. I was thinking about. Oh yeah, mate! I thought it was great, but that shot and her like looking, it was like ended on hope, and it was a good ending. For I'm shit at talking about stuff. Someone else talk about how good it was. Come on.
I think it kind of represents what happens a lot in modern day, like when there's wars and stuff. Like, couples get split up and they have kids and they have to raise them alone and that kind of stuff. And it's just
and they have to raise them
or they
elsewhere.
don't know they had
Be
a kid
safe.
and the kid gets born later and whatever, and they died in battle or whatever. I don't know. It's I think it's real. It felt real and happy at the same time. / sad for Cassian, obviously, because he didn't know about it that we know of.
Yeah, Vel had that weird line. It was like, you better check on her
She
soon.
knows where she is. Yeah,
She knows where she is.
Or he does too, but he just chooses not to.
I would imagine
risk
that he
your life.
probably, and knowing that like the Imperials came and went from Mina Rao, and she was back there. Hey, we saw B2 Emo, little.
Oh, what
right.
with a little friend, with a little droid friend,
with
I
his little
shit out with that.
friend. Yeah.
Oh,
cool.
droid friend, mate, that was brilliant. That was.
And we saw Brasso's
Thank
girlfriend there too. Brasso's squeeze.
Yeah.
Um,
But that
hey.
Bix ending was incredible. Like,
yes,
I got one bone to. Go on. I got a bone to pick with this fucking series. Okay, all right. When Vel,
no Moldy Crow.
When
No
Vel,
no,
I got two bones to pick with this show. Okay,
no Thrawn.
First one, I got three bones to pick with this fucking show. When Vel and Cassian were doing their toast to the fallen, what is my toast for fucking Brasso, bruh?
I thought the same thing.
I thought exactly the same thing. I'm not just saying that. I'm not jumping on it. I thought,
Motherfucker.
why did it say Brasso?
Yeah, go. Yeah. Son of a
Brasso.
bitch.
What a dude.
Hey, Cassian would be fucking nowhere without Brasso.
Yeah.
Is this like the whole Leia didn't hug Chewie thing?
Yes. This is almost as bad as Chewie not getting a goddamn medal, to be honest.
That too. Yeah.
Hey, I mean, I was a little concerned. The amount of Revnog that Melshi and like Cassie were just fucking throwing back on a casual Thursday of just like, we're just gonna just keep on drink. Walks into his place, starts drinking. Melshi's
Well, I love
there,
it.
sits down, starts drinking. I'm like,
Yeah,
all right.
I thought you'd be well all right with that, Jimmy.
I mean, of course I'm well all right with it, but I'm not fighting rebellion here.
One year on from his little happy, like, married life, he's fucking turned into a frat house, hasn't it? With his, like, with his best mate. Like, place is a shithole. There's, like, pots everywhere.
Playing cards.
Getting pissed every night.
Well, I mean, if any moment a Star Destroyer can fucking light up your tent city with a turbo laser, I mean, you might as well drink.
Right?
You may as well have that drink with you, Ed, aren't you?
Yeah, might as well be happy.
Yeah. So in the comics, I know in the comics, spoiler alert, upcoming spoiler alert. In the comics, the newer comics that are coming out, because I just seen some stuff online. I don't own them, but like Mon and the Rebel High Command, and they like as soon as the Death Star like hopped in the orbit, they're all just like, we're getting the fuck out of here. So they're all out of town. You know, like the fleet, most of all the stuff is just gone at that point because they need to preserve the rebellion and fight so that they can all get away. Also, General Draven stays behind to make sure that everything like gets out, and he encounters an unfortunate end to Darth Vader.
Darth Vader, I saw that dude. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Draven's he gets the final word and is like, we're all escaped, bitch. It's just me now. And he gone.
Yeah.
He did.
Oh, quite liked him. He's all
Yeah,
right.
he did a great job. Excellent actor.
Great to see him back.
I like the Merrick call out. Did you see that? Hear that?
Yeah.
Merrick and Dodonna, it's like they're not back till tomorrow night. Both of them. Perfect.
Yeah.
Easily written off, explains why they weren't there. Done. You know?
How the fuck have we not mentioned Radis yet?
Mate.
Oh my god.
I
thought you
oh
would.
my god.
I thought you
Oh
would.
my god. Holy shit.
What a lad. I love that bit. You know, when they're all like, well, fucking weasels there, right? When they're all sat around that table.
Oh, God.
And Radis just looked dead confused. He was like, wait, what's going on? What? It's brilliant.
The Mon Calamaris, man, don't fuck with them. You don't fuck with them. So there's this one, this Eckhart's Ladder that I follow. He does like a YouTube clips and shit like that, reviews or whatever. And it was a Radis post, and it was a nice picture of Admiral Radis on what was their ship, whatever the ship was. But his comment was, name one time the Mon Calamari haven't stood on business. Right? They're just ready to fucking throw down at any point.
I say we fight.
I say we fight. I love that in Rogue One. They're all like, shall we go? Shall we go? He's like, fuck this. Let's fucking go.
That's right. He's like, where's Admiral Radis? He's already fucking left. He's on his way to Scruff.
He's taking the fleet. He's gone. Yeah. Dude, Mon Cal,
bring me a Hammerhead Corvette. I have an idea.
They're not fucking around. It's like, I want you to ram into this goddamn Star Destroyer. Take the shield gate.
Mon Cals stay on target.
Yes, they do.
God
they
damn
do.
right.
Needed them in Gold Squadron, that's for sure.
Stephen Stanton as well, wasn't it? Back to do the voice.
Back to do.
Yeah.
Confirmed yet.
Love that. Oh yeah, I got
brilliant.
So
got my
cool.
lovely black and white Radis right here that my friend Christopher Hall drew for me. Right.
Nice.
Right
nice.
there.
Could do a bit of color on it, but you know.
He don't need he ain't got no color in the movie, so why does he get color on the print?
Blue.
I was just getting it in there before I'd said it.
Yeah, pretty dark blue. Yeah. He does look good. You'll
I mean,
see it.
awesome. You know, blue lobsters exist, and they're super rare and awesome.
It's true. It's true.
So,
Admiral
just
Radis,
saying.
the blue lobster calamarian.
Yeah, dude.
Does anyone?
Symbolism.
Sorry, not to go off piece, but when I was watching Rogue One, because I was watching it, like I was up because I've not been very well, and I watched it like at 3 a.m. because I couldn't sleep because I was coughing, and I was kind of like a bit high on cough medicine and a bit drowsy and stuff.
Sure.
So it was like parts of it were like a bit too emotional, and then other parts I was like, it's just tripping out. They're bad. Like the Battle of the Scarif is amazing, but you know, there's like we're talking about Radis. Like, obviously, he's like on that shit hot fucking chair above that glass floor, and he's just like, like flying about all over the place. And then he's got them two dudes that like talk to him that are just albino, fucking monk albinos.
They are whiter than white. Absolutely.
They've got mad voices. They have. They've got a crazy voice. One of them at one point he goes, "Admiral Radis, transmission from the surface." Anyway, Andor, mate, brilliant, great program. Loved it.
Absolute fucking awesome. Yeah.
Where do we go from here, mate? What happens to Star Wars now? Because we're not getting that again.
Watching Last of Us.
Yeah.
We're
not getting hotels like that.
No, never. Well, we've only got one show, haven't we? Like proper show, which is Ahsoka season 2 next, isn't it? That's all.
It's not comparable. Nothing.
I know.
No.
We've been spoiled.
That's just live action of the animation, you know. This is
cartoons.
This is
live
drama.
Action.
This is drama.
Yeah. And what we're talking about, just to generalize, is a more adult, audience-based show, right?
A good show that happens to be in the Star Wars universe.
Yes.
Yes.
That's
whereas
right.
I think majority of the shows are geared. They're like they can be for kids, they can family, that kind of thing. Like I like to say it's kind of like a cartoon in live action, which I'm fine with. I like watching them. It's
I love it. But obviously, like you say, we've been spoiled with this.
Yeah,
it's two different things in it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you think any of you think that they'll persuade Gilroy to write something else?
Not from the interviews I've seen.
No.
Yeah, I think he's done.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like.
I think.
It's been 7 years.
10 years in the making, right? From Andor into this and stuff. He's probably tired of it.
Well, I just saw something once where he was kind of flipping the idea of like a Star Wars horror show that he was like gonna, and I'm like, is that for real? Because I'm like, fuck.
I could see him being an executive producer or something, but like
bring
him in to consult, but not like actually produce a whole show.
Yeah.
Movie.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I know there was like 3 writers
they
on
can
this
go
one.
with Andor's son or daughter, whoever.
No. Leave it.
No. It's like the thing. It's like what I love as well. Don't explain that sister thing. That which was fucking.
Oh
brilliant.
no! Wait,
just
it's
like
Obi-Wan. It's Obi-Wan's granddaughter or something. Yeah, what?
Obi-Wan came in to lay the seed. Yeah, that
fucking love you, Ed. That was my idea. I'm not having that.
Oh, that's a way back joke. For those that
I did see somebody online basically going, it's going to be Ryan Gosling's character from fucking Starfighter, and I'm like, please don't do that. Please don't fucking do that. I'm like, no.
For Cassian, pure Latino man to fucking Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling, yeah.
2 Latino parents.
People really are stupid. Like, fucking hell. Oh, God.
The galaxy isn't like just 10 people.
Just
So that quote, the whole
And then he did this weird thing with his finger.
that one, it was from the declassified interviews.
Yeah. They've been great now.
They've been brilliant.
As soon as I heard that, I'm like, of course I'm fucking gonna clip that. It was another one that was. It was. She delivers. It was earlier on when Bix and Cassie were the actor and actresses, and they do the Spanish versions themselves, the 2 of them as well.
Oh, I saw that on an
interview. They did the voiceover, yeah.
Yeah. And I went and listened to a couple of them, and I was like, oh man, I really like. I mean, generally understand, what's going, because I've seen it. I don't understand Spanish, but that was really cool to hear their voices do that. I loved to see that. That was awesome. This is my one little shout out for that one. That was really cool.
Jimmy, did you
go on?
Sorry. No, keep going, Chris.
Just because I don't think we brought it up yet, I just wanted to mention that mad phone call that Moth had with Saw Gerrera, and he was just
mate,
absolutely trying to deny that it was on Jeddah. He was like, "Who told you that?" Who have you been talking to?
Lies. We can see it in the background. No, that's
Yeah.
not.
There's a fucking Star Destroyer, mate, behind you.
That's not Jeddah.
Okay. Go ahead.
But watching Rogue One, like that, his whole paranoia and stuff throughout this series and how it grew, it just had so much more impact watching Rogue One when he's like, "Have you come here to kill me?
Yeah.
Today of all days."
All this shit's going down. I saw this thing online, some fucking whatever meme or whatever, some person's comment of it, and it was the line when Saw Gerrera said, "You have no idea where I am."
Yeah, you're on Jeddah, mate.
You're on
Right?
Jeddah, mate.
And the person's comment was, "Saw Gerrera, the newly minted patron saint of remote workers." You know, because you get dialed in on Teams, you get dialed in on Zoom or whatever. It's like, wait, where are you? I was like, you have no idea where I am. I saw that. I was like, I feel that.
What's that Star Destroyer in the background? Never mind. Never mind that.
You never mind that. I mean, they go to Draven and they're like, Draven's like, yeah, they're on fucking Jeddah. They're quite active.
Like multiple scouts report.
Yeah.
They're not hiding themselves. Like it's pretty clear.
I bend them. I bend them to my will.
I mean, I can't even try and pick out a favorite scene or part or character because, like you say, like how many new characters have we had, and they've all just been
great,
phenomenal. Everyone's performances, all the the writing. Just like Partagast, mate. What a fucking every time that guy opens his mouth, mate. Me and Kev just piss ourselves because he's just brilliant. Like his delivery, like that. Like you've said it.
They're all meaningful. They're all meaningful characters. It's not just a character to be a throwaway or some means to an end. It's like they all have motivations in arcs that ended in a satisfying way, at least for me. So I thought that was...
Clea trying to send the radio message to the old radio thing she found on the wall.
That she had to bust through the wall for. You know, that's been buried deep there for a while.
It's different because, like, I feel like in other stories and stuff, it's the person trying to save themselves, but she's not. She's just trying to relay a message.
Yeah.
She doesn't care about her own life. Like, she's like, just, I want people to know this info.
And smart on Willman and Andor to not answer and triangulate their location. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That is a big risk for Yavin. You know what I mean?
Oh,
If they were to answer that, they would have been totally fucked.
Well, and selfishly, I could watch him put like more gear that's in pieces that you put together with guitar cables. Like just do that all day long. Be like
with like tense music.
Yeah, just building it. It's like, more of this, please.
It's like an hour of that, Shawn. You go like, fucking, that's getting a 10 on IMDb. Fuck
yeah.
that.
No dialogue. It's just like Legends of the Hidden Temple. They're just trying to piece it all together. Like, blah, 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 blah.
The execution of that. Remember this. Like, it just shows the empty hallway, dirty hallway, and the sound of her hitting like a rock into the wall to open it up. Just like ting, ting, ting. Like who thinks of that? That's like brilliant writing. Like, goddamn.
Yeah. It was a weathered hallway.
It was weathered. Yes.
That hallway,
acid wash.
I loved getting that slight perspective into just like normal life on Coruscant. Like,
yes,
the level 37 or whatever was complete. Just a shithole, condemned. Nobody's there except a bunch of like heroin users or whatever.
That couple, the floor below.
And then the floor below is just like an old couple. It's just like a nicely well kept place. Like, oh shit, okay. That just, showing how different all those places are out there. I thought that was really cool. I would love that apartment. That apartment would be great.
Yeah.
Oh, I tell you what was cool, mate. Fucking Naboo.
Yay!
Was that Naboo, the explosion, the flashback?
Confirmed, mate. StarWars.com confirmed. Do you know why that's brilliant, mate? Because that's fucking Palpatine's birthplace, mate.
It is.
Yeah. That's where it all stems from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's that line where it says, "Look around you. Look where we are." And you're like, "Oh yeah, you're on fucking Naboo, mate."
Yeah.
Bang. And that's obviously that's his first. That's the first time that they're like taking a stance or doing anything against the.
It's their first win. They've lost
Yeah.
so many times until they could win, and this is the first win.
He gave her a choice too.
I love Harry pulled the. He was like, "No, not yet." Like, you gotta wait, and then he did it. He just.
You're not ready for this yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then she obviously does it later in the hospital of like how her growth is and everything. But oh man, that was fucking rad.
Yep.
But that was filmed apparently at like Hever Castle, which me and Emily visited, and I'm like, "Oh shit, I've been to that set, and I didn't even know."
No shit.
Four.
I'm claiming that one. Me and Emily went there, and it was fucking rad because it was like Anne Boleyn's family home or something, and that was filmed there. And I'm like, "Fucking brilliant! I've been there." I thought that'll do me.
Nice.
But yeah, it's awesome. But
We could go on all night, couldn't we?
Mate,
what a rad show!
I know
What a raddest show. Yeah.
Raddus.
Raddus. It's the raddest show we've had.
Yes.
I would. It's so sad to see it go. You know, I'm glad we were able to enjoy it when it came out live. You know what I mean? We're not watching this for the first time 5 years from now. We got to watch it as it came out, which is really cool. Got to watch Revenge of the Sith as it came out, and to me, like, you know, it took Star Wars 20 years to come out with something absolutely insane like this. And I like the sequel trilogy, but this, I just love it so much more because it's that classical era.
Andor will always be with us.
That we all, right? That we all grew up with, you know, the 80s, the 90s. This was like this is our era of Star Wars that we just like love so much. And it definitely won't be Gilroy doing another one, but I wonder if they're going to tap like another director to just like, hey, can we do something similar to this? Because this was a big hit. Because if Disney likes something, Disney likes them Disney dollars. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And this caught a lot of good attention. Like, hopefully, Genevieve O'Reilly like wins something for her performance on this shit. You know what I mean?
She's been brilliant.
Yeah.
I can't pick an MVP. Can anyone? Can you?
No,
they're all really good.
Yeah,
I mean, I can give you a bullshit one off the cuff that just happens to be top of mind, but like all of them are great. All of them are fantastic. Denise Goff, my girl. Deborah.
Even down to the and this is what's been so fucking good about this show. Like, you know, on that scene, the prison scene where she went, not the prison, the hospital episode.
Yeah.
When the ISB guys were talking to that guy on the security cameras, and it's just them tiny little interactions where he's like, well, I've got a cousin that's applied for a job on the ISB. Like, do you know what I mean? And he's fucking
get
great.
on.
Hey, can you help me out here? And the guy's just like, what the fuck? Like,
it's a bit like them stormtroopers chatting in a new open. It is like, you see those new VT-60? Yeah, you know, it's like,
yeah.
Shit up, mate. So good.
Yeah,
shit, fucking brilliant.
But I think I'll go with Ed, the old woman in the chair in the hospital, mate. She's the MVP.
MVP. Yeah, absolutely,
100%.
And they were in season 1 as well.
Oh. Yeah, 3 of them, weren't they, mate? Just chilling on beach.
Chilling on beach in that episode. Yeah, fucking shit up.
Yeah, every minor character, everything, even the guy in the lobby at the hotel on Gorman.
Brilliant. Yeah.
He was good too.
Yep.
I don't know, like everybody. Well executed.
Well executed. Final thoughts, anybody?
Bittersweet for me. It's gone way too fast. It's been a slog getting through 3 episodes a week, but I think it's brilliant how it's done it in those 4 arcs. I can't wait. Michelle's loved it, and we've been talking about it after watching it, like the day after and stuff, which is rare for her to actually want to talk about character arcs and shit like that. And that's been really nice. And she's like, we should just let's watch them all again and then do the original trilogy. And I'm like, fuck yeah, let's go.
Right?
Right?
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
2 thumbs up from me and my cock as well. I'll put my cock up.
Same.
Well deserved.
That's the absolute glowing review.
I had to bring it down, didn't I? Talking about how good this show is, and I had to fucking ruin it. Just like that weasel! That fucking weasel! He can fuck off.
Fucking weasel.
Right, yeah.
No, Gina's going to watch it. She watched the first season, thought it was good. So I'm excited for her to experience the second one. We'll see how that goes. I'll let you guys know.
Oh, sweet. Yeah. Sweet. Has she watched any of it yet, Ed? Sorry. Right?
Season 2, no.
No, okay. So she watched season 1. Yeah.
Yes.
Sweet.
How about you, Shawn?
10 out of 10. 2 thumbs and 1 cock up. I'm looking forward to some behind the scenes footage. Looking forward to some behind the scenes footage. And I'm also looking forward to Jimmy carrying that pig around like K2SO in the hallway.
Just you fucking wait. Just you wait.
Yes.
If I don't eat it, I'm carrying it.
Jimmy, have you cooked that pig? No.
No, I'm just walking around with it.
Do you want some?
Would you like some of this jowl bacon?
Fucking jowl bacon.
Final thought, Ed?
I'm good.
All right, guys. Well, hey, don't forget.
Or Kev? What Kev? I don't think you went to Kev.
Did you not?
Sorry. I
Oh,
thought
you
I
went
did.
to me, but not Kev.
Kev, give me a final thought.
Oh, mate. Oh, we've gone through this. Fucking outrageous, wasn't it? It was. Yeah, like I said at the start, my favourite bit of Star Wars since the original trilogy. So, 2 thumbs, my tiny penis.
All up.
Tiny penis.
You name it. Everything's up. Everything's up at the Garbutt. So
Nice. Nice. And I guess the last thing I'll say is that I mean we got this on tape.
Death Star.
You know, they got it called out.
The one word.
Yeah. Say the
The one
word.
word.
That's actually fucking 2 words. Craig's such a dumbass.
I know that kind of bothered me, but whatever.
The grammar
A planet killer. A
Yeah,
planet killer.
right.
They said.
Well, guys, listeners, friends, thank you all so much again. Stay weird out there. This concludes episode 271, 29 episodes away from the big 300. Thanks again for joining us, Shawn. Really excited to have you here.
Good, Shawn.
Really excited to
Thank you.
have you join us in the flesh next week.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop.
We'll see if we can record. We'll try to. Probably not. But, you know, we're going to say we're going to try.
We'll see.
We're going to say
Yeah,
we're gonna
yeah.
try.
Before we go, a bit of housekeeping, innit? So we've finished Andor. We don't know if we're recording next week. The week after that, it's the wedding. So we'll reconvene sometime in June and do true or false results, yeah?
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
That
But
won't
we
take
are,
long.
but we are going to have to do some sort of studying to make sure the CO Bibble ends up in the correct hands before our departure. So there's going to have to be some level of discussion.
Whatever.
We'll see. Well, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Thank you all so much again. You can find us on scruffypod.com. See you next time.
Yeah. Thanks for listening, everybody. Man, now I don't know what to watch Star Wars. Maybe I'll go find this movie I heard about Solo.
Whoa!
I might go check that out. But you know, I'm gonna calibrate my enthusiasm for it. We'll see. Thanks for listening.
Cheers, everyone. See you later. Take care.
See you later. I say we fight.
This party's over.